Hello everyone, so welcome to this first episode of unboxing. Today we are going to unbox a camera that I purchased in Japan, a Nikon D4S. So it's a camera that is already around 10 years old, so you can get them for quite reasonable price. So I bought this one in Japan, as I mentioned. As you can see here, delivered by Japan Post. Now usually I'm using Canon camera most of the time. I have EOS 1DX Mark II and EOS 1D Mark IV that I really like because quite way lighter than the 1DX Mark II. The D4S is roughly in between these two cameras, released in 2014. So do note that it's quite difficult for professional camera to have something with a low shutter count. This one has roughly 40,000. So I found it was quite a good deal, and we know that Japanese people usually take care of their equipment. So let's have a look on this. Usually when I check on eBay, I found that the camera usually have 200,000, 300,000 shutters, so I prefer not to take the risk. Even we know that the D4S easily can reach 500, 600,000 cycles. So as you can see, Japanese seller do packing quite well. We have an envelope. What is this? Yeah, probably just the description of the camera. Okay, let's put this aside. And the camera itself. So for this unit, I saw that the box was available, so it was something that I also like, especially that I'm moving here and there quite often. They put the brand, I think it's quite a long shop. Up. Just move it carefully. There we go. So as I mentioned, the Nikon D4S was released in the 2014-2015, around this time, 10 years back. In my opinion, it's really in between the 1D Mark IV and the 1DX Mark II. And for the people who use Canon a lot, is between the D4 and the D5. Which will be, as a pure comparison, the direct competitor will be the 1DX. As you can see, they really packed the stuff as it was a new camera with all the brochure here. Looks like it's also in Japanese. Yeah, the whole booklet is in Japanese. But anyway, I'm not going to read that. Some bubbles. The strap, I don't know if they use it, looks like not. Same, I have my own strap, so I will not use it. Some charging cable, as you can see here. And when you buy a used camera, the more important is to see the condition of the camera. Do check if there is some dent, some shock, because if the camera dropped for this kind of equipment, you may have some internal damage that you don't necessarily see. So we have some accessory here. I'm not sure what they are for, but well, let's figure out later. And this looks like the charger for the camera, quite similar to Canon one, I would say, with a different display. I think I have the Canon one here, and this one looks way more compact than the one of Canon. So There we go. And now the camera itself. So you see what is good when you have the box is that it comes with its own protection. And the Nikon D4S. So let's have a look on that. We even have the original magazine. It's quite clean. Roughly the same size. Oh, it looks like it's turned on, not sure. But it's looks quite in good conditions as per the picture. I don't see anything wrong in here. Has the cap, a little bit of dents, but it's not a big deal. And you can see often for this kind of camera who has the like integrated grip here, the battery is there, and it's very shiny, means that it has been quite used. But overall, you see the rubber are still in good conditions compared to my 1DX Mark II, where indeed I lose a little bit of the rubber, but well, it's not a big deal. And the camera itself. So let's try to turn it on. Looks like it can turn on. Here we are in daylight. I don't know if we can see the color of the screens are blue compared to the Canon from this generation. They are orange. And what I do like in this camera is that you already have the button that can be lighting on, which you don't have even on the 1DX Mark II from Canon. Let's see the compartment. Here is interesting. It looks like you have a CF card and an XQD card based on what it's written here. Personally, I don't have any XQD card, so maybe worth the try. Can be that something developed specifically for this range of camera. I'm not so sure. Try to figure out. Maybe they have higher writing capability. I'm not so sure. Okay, but overall I'm quite happy. The camera looks in good conditions. Later on we'll have to try it. As I mentioned, it has 40,000 shots, which is quite low for this kind of professional camera. And we'll see on the field. I do have quite a number of manual old lens, because I do have a Nikon F3 HP film camera, but as a professional DSLR, this one will be my first Nikon one, I would say. So, alright, I think in 2023 we can have quite good deals in this kind of professional DSLR camera, because as you guys know, the trend is to have mirrorless camera. They are quite performant, but for my personal usage they are quite expensive, so I will definitely stay on this mirror camera, if I can say it like that. And I will be happy to have another video where I will share with you my first thought about this camera. See you for another video. Thank you. Bye bye.